Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you, wherever you are joining me at this hour. I say welcome to 282 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. I will start to say this is the first trading day of the week, and this for here in Nigeria we have a short trading week of 4 days. But for mature economy, market has opened on a positive note the previous day on Monday, and that trend that we saw in the matured market yesterday is extended to the market across the globe at this hour. I will tell you that at different times, even in Europe, in Asia, in US, speak, even in Africa, we are seeing that most markets are in green, which is a good news to start the week. We saw it yesterday. Yesterday we saw that it's only Africa and US we saw a mixed market. But for and in Asia, sorry, but US and the European market was up in green yesterday. And this morning was also, as we speak, US has opened on a brighter note, looking green at this hour. Also, the market in Europe, Asia also is not left behind, and these market also are looking up in that domain. It tells you that there's something that is driving this market across line. Even Africa is not left behind. And also, if you look at our own market this morning, NGS is on fire. And I will tell you that investors feel like they are relieved from either different policies that they are expecting or the one that's what they want to see where is the market going. And one thing that we should all know at this point is that the market that is going across the globe with here in Nigeria is not, as to speak, because of either one fundamental news or information. It's all because of sentiment. And that is why you, as a trader investor, you must understand the role of sentiment analysis, the role of technical analysis, and the role of fundamental analysis. Because every action of traders and investors in the market, whether you are using technical analysis, you are using fundamental, you are using sentiment report, it's all about buying and selling. That means demand and supply is the key to trading. If you understand this, I will tell you that every other analysis you are seeing will help you to have a good look and outlook of where we are going, or to assess what the market is doing at that particular time. As to speak now, in US, it's an expectation of two things are really not driving the market as we speak now. One is the major one is that today all eyes are on what on the consumer price index in that domain, and from all the forecasts, they have seen that it's likely to slow down, and that will prompt the Fed, which are the body that take the monetary policy angle of the economy to slow down or to pause their rate in the next meeting that is coming up tomorrow. And that has not kind of translated into other markets in Europe, in Asia, because of this expectation. Yes, other information coming from different sectors that also have supported this. Like you can see in US that the intelligent, the artificial intelligence sectors, you can see that Microsoft, Apple, all of them are trying to go into that industry, and that is where investors are looking at because it's the new technology in town. You can see all those also is supporting the market as we speak. But what all eyes are still fixed on what on the outcome of what the meeting that we're holding tomorrow, the monetary policy that will kick off tomorrow in Fed. And I tell you that these two monetary policy will come from Fed and at the same time from what from ECB, which is the European Central Bank, within this week. And that is why all eyes are on this meeting. But I believe that, like I told you earlier in this class, that once Fed can just give us a pause in their interest rate hiking, and also on their monetary policy decision to pause rate, I will tell you that will be a fire, and that will also be a signal to others central banks. We have seen in previous week two in that Western world has high rate, 25 basis points, but all eyes are still on this and on this Fed and the EU. And don't forget that also China has stylishly cut rate by 10 basic points again, just to support its economic recovery because of post COVID-19 restriction that was removed. Much have not happened in that economy. Cutting rate also have support. That's why I see as we speak now, Asia market, nearly all the Asia market index are in green at this hour. Being pushed or up or supported by what? Also by the cheap market as Fed and meeting, and all eyes and what are still on consumer price index that will come in today later before today runs out. And these are the factors that's also driving market in that direction. Squarely, the outcome of this the outcome of the inflation data that will come from where that is due today will also determine where Fed will be going. And that is why all eyes are to see what the figure will look like today if we to maintain a downtrend, and that will determine what Fed will be doing tomorrow, being the midweek, and which is the meeting is starting off by 14th of June. That is why you see all eyes are in that direction. Like I said earlier, technology stocks are also supporting the market as we speak. You can see when I mentioned that sectorial rotation is key at this point, people know why they are pushing their portfolio to one sector or the other, because there are different factors driving different domain. You know what is going to impact one sector or the other. That's why government policy and also market direction is very, very important. You need to know what is happening and what is about to work to support your economy or the market you play. You can see also how crude oil price, in the international market also have crashed to to almost the 72 dollar per 20 on Monday. But this hour try to also rebound again to around the 72.84. You can see, but why it crashed because fear of a Fed also kind of hiking rate again. You can see that all these are what is driving market up and down. Can you see all this? They have not seen intangible word figure at this point, but expectation and sentiment of investor is why you must understand how to read this sentiment of investor and know exactly what's expected. Like I always say in this class that when you see that the sentiment is going to be in favor of what the generality of the market, you buy into it, that when it comes, but when you see that it's going to be negative, you sell off immediately before it hit the market. But if you are trading a negative thing and when it comes, it's confirmed, the market will further go. But when they're expecting something to be negative, positive, when also it comes, I mean that beta expectation, the market will also react to it. That's why you must understand what is the sentiment. That is the psychology of people in the market. You can see why the perception and psychology sentiment is very, very key. You can see that at times it can ignore fundamental, it can ignore technical analysis, but the sentiment will play out. That's why as a trader, you must try and prove your knowledge and insight or how to use what the sentiment report, the technicals and all the fundamentals. They all play different role, and when you combine the two of them, you become a better and successful investor. But I will tell you, no role, no one will take the other role, but they all play different role at different times. But you as a trader in the market should understand how to look at the sentiment report in the market and read it and know where to go. Like when I read the sentiment report for the week that closed off last week, I told you that there is still a buying position, and also the market closed was in a marginal up, but there's also the technical analysis has given us a dicey situation of double top that signal either a pullback or a breakout. But this morning, local market, you can see that what has happened. But we're coming back to local market, want to discuss that. But I'm talking of the mature market. And even in Europe, these are the factors driving the market because of what expectation of what of the outcome of today's data that will come from US, and also the outcome that will come from Fed meeting and also ECB meeting this week, tomorrow, and the upper level. But all in this week, these are going to shape the market and give it another direction. And don't forget that this coming number coming will be the fundamental news that will also guide decision. And this data today in US and the outcome of the decision that will come from tomorrow and the next day, 2 days Fed meeting will shape the market again. You can see the power for them. Then you can now see fundamental will see in the market direction. But as we speak now, all our sentiment, expectation, and direction of where the market will go or where the policy that will come from, this monetary policy, because policy is very, very strong in the economy. Either physical policy or monetary policy, they are very key. They have a way of what influencing market positively and negatively. And these policies also have a way of impacting the fundamental of any sector or companies in one way or the other. And that is why you as a trader or investor, you must understand what the sentiment is saying and what is technical position, because I tell you that when you're looking at technical analysis, your price action is very, very key. And when you're looking at your chart, the price action will tell you what is happening, how the people behave. That's why that chart is what going to tell you the sentiment behind the news that are coming to the market. You need to understand that once you're able to get it, I'm telling you, you are in the market for real business. But when you are following bandwagon, you have not started. And I believe that all in this class and other premium class are getting the knowledge, and also they are paying it out. If you see when they are discussing in the group, you know that these people understand the market, and that is why I encourage any of you that are not in this community of traders and investors, you need to make time down so that you can also learn from those at time, because it's where we share knowledge and insight from different people in that have different background, the technicians, the fundamentalists, and also those that read that sentiment report accurately and to guide you. Because I tell you, if you look at the market today, the sentiment report of the positive market rate and the negative sentiment, yes, it's part of it, but you need to understand what is happening, what is behind those stocks that are doing either positive sentiment or negative. That is why you must get it to the individual stock that you want to play, because it is not the index that will give you the money, it is that individual stock you want to invest. But these index have influence on what? On individual stock, because I said it in one of the class which I'm going to repeat here, that when you see market moving up, the 50% of market direction impact on price. Also, what is happening in sector, 30% also influence what? On the price of stock. Why 20% of performance or what is happening in that company, as you can see. And if there's liquidity in the market, combine all this, it has a work for moving stock prices up to this northward direction. You need to understand what drives prices equal to. But in all this, you must have a plan. No, most of us in the market will just follow market is going up. That is why market will take you up and bring you down. But you have a plan from day one, because you have your investment objective. You know the source of your income. You know what you want to achieve with that money. For that, you know what to get, what kind of stock you will buy. That is why when you have objective, that objective will help you to follow to plan your what your trade. You plan your trade and trade your plan. Like those that are in fantastic now. Why I say it is very interesting that what to preach here, anytime, any level where I am on the radio, any forum I am, I try to tell you that once you don't have a plan, market will toss you up and down. But you have a plan, that you have your entry strategy and your exit strategy, you'll be better off, because it will guide you. You will not be guessing, no, because you have whatever you are looking at. That's why in Investdata we have what called the buy range, the stop loss, we have what the profit target. So that whenever we hit our target, I don't know what is going to happen next. What I mean that you want to take your profit first, because profit is telling you selling down. When you sell down and take profit, they are different things. But when you set a goal, once you achieve your target, you sell, you take your profit and move to another stock with the profit. That is how to trade, or you pull out your profit depending on your investment objective. Let's have this at the back of mind that if you are in the market today and you are in this class, you don't have plan, go back and have your trade plan. And if you don't know how to do it, you can come back to us to tell you how to do, you have to have your trade, because I have to have your trading plan, so that you have also to trade it. Because people, they have a surplus, they don't want to pay it, they see a profit that they want to pay it, just because they say market is going. Don't be carried with an up market. Up market is a sell market. Why that market is a buy market? Always have to understand all this. That's why every trader will tell you that you buy low and sell high. And even when you want to buy high, it is when we are confronted with a clear breakout with a good volume, and there is something going to drive further that you can jump into a breakout. It depends to how much. That's why there are some investors or traders in the market, all they trade is breakout alone. They know that anytime a breakout, they confirm that it continue, they buy. They took profit, but they come back again. You also must know what works for you. I think also to identify a trend and when it's starting, at a new day when it's starting, and also follow that trend. You see it will go. And also there are factors that also will drive this trend from from somewhere. That's why effective combination of your technical, your fundamental is very, very important in anything you are trading, because you want to stay ahead of the market. This is how it should go. Let's have this at the back of our mind, that any given time, whether you are trading a local market, international market, need to know you are trading, you must understand the sentiment that is in the market. Also, by keeping your eyes on the chart. I tell you that I don't trade news, but I trade chart. Why? Because the news that I'm hearing, the sentiment I'm going to reflect on that chart, reflect on the stick, on the candlestick. That's why you should also pay attention on it. Yes, we are coming back to go to our market, local market now. But before we go there, we want to look at what is the state of the market right now as we speak. It's very, very important that we understand what the market is doing right now, so that when we look at it, we can see this is the direction of the market and why is market doing like this, and what is the next action to take. And that's the essence of this class at this one. As we speak now, the market is still looking green, and not only green, powerfully green as we speak now. Not that the market is only on what? On uptrend, serious one. As we speak now, market is being 57,264.8 today. That means market has broken two strong triple line, 56 again, and also 57. Heading toward market is dipping into or going higher in 16 years high. Because if you look at what the market did in 2007, and at this time it's almost the same. That means from there to now, that is 16 years. And the market has experienced one up and down. Why I said? Because market has four major work phases. Market has experienced the accumulation phase, the markup phase, the distribution, and the decline. Now I see the market is already on a markup phase. What is done here at this markup phase? How long will it go? As a trader investor, is it a time for you to take profit? We'll get there. Let's look at other variables before we go to the chart live to look at. As we speak now, market is up by 2.4% in the green. That is about 133.26 1,333.36 in basic point. This is the market is up by 2.4 in the green. If you look at the market breadth, seriously positive. We're seeing 45 gainers against just 7 losers in the market. Seeing the financial sector on the fire, and every other sector are also looking up. You can see the power of what expectation, the power of what of sentiment, of perception. you can see that the market has welcomed the suspension of the chief of Apple Bank chief as we speak now, because all man was, is the market going to adjust positively or negatively? Whether it has turned to be negative at this point. That means market is meant that whoever that's going to come, because the president has said that they're going to be pure reform in a monetary policy. You can see that these are what that when you have a good monetary policy, they're going to drive the economy. That's why all eyes can see how the government is going to unify the exchange and also manage monetary policy. Are you going to attract foreign investors on the expense of the economy? Because if you want to attract a foreign investor, you want you to increase your work, increase your rate so that they come. Is it at the detriment of the economy that you want to grow? Is it what they want to bring interest rate down to encourage your economy to expand so that the foreign investor will see what is happening in the economy and come back? We're all waiting to see how the monetary policy will come. That expectation is what we're seeing. Because of expectation, what you do, because it's an expectation, it has not come. We're all looking at the policy guideline, the implementation. Thank God that today we have seen that the National Assembly, the 10th Assembly have been kind of how I put it now, has will come together to have the 10th Assembly, and both at the Senate level and also House of Rep have convened today, and they elected their principal leaders, or what they call it. They are seated, the Speaker, the Senate President. We believe that going to the future, yet in the next 2 weeks, they start settling down. Then the ministers will be appointed. That also give market direction again, a clear where the government is going their policy. They also, when you are facing economic policy, it's part of also solving insecurity problem. If also with that plus bringing technology, as President said during the presentation, that the technology, security time this time is not going to be just only with soldiers, that technology will be involved. For me, these are weapon development. I think that all eyes are on what this government is going to do, and that's also the confidence is waxing strong. But we want to see that as an investor, once you see this kind of situation, take advantage of any move to take profit and watch, because we are not selling down and see where we are going. Because I believe that this is a trend that have come to stay, but we need to follow exactly where set up to be and which set up good stuff to be. Once you know all this, you are good to go. You must be guided to know exactly how to invest in this market. Yes, as we speak, I told you earlier that we're having a 45 stocks in the green and 7. Then if you look at the top losers, let's start from there. We're seeing John Holt leading the loser pack at this hour. You can also see that veteran asset the veteran asset assurance capital, which is insurance company. Also seeing the Honeywell there. I see UPDC slowing down to 1 naira 15 kobo from 120. You can also see the internal profit taking internal, which I know that is just a profit taking activities about 3 point something as we speak now. This is the top losers in the market. But if you look at the top advancers, the banks are dominated, or the financial sector are dominated chart. You can see that GTB is 10% in the green at almost 30 naira 80 kobo. It tells you that investor will see Lasako following in that direction next to GTB. You can also see Zenith Bank also 10% sustaining that 1030 as to speak, 3030 as to speak, and then ETI almost trading at 14 naira at 13 naira 80, 13 naira 85 kobo, and you can see the FTN Kuku rebounding after profit taking a hit as of the previous week. You can see that the top gainers and the top losers. And I won't forget to look at the volume, because volume is very, very important. Want to look at stocks that are leading in terms of activities this morning. What are investors doing in that stock? You can see that UBA has crossed 10 naira, almost 1090 as we speak now. We are seeing that stock is leading in terms of volume, 168.3 million share traded so far, followed by GT code 153.7. You can see investors are accumulating this stock at this hour. I mean, you as a trader, you have to be very careful, because at this point you are seeing volume. Is it people are selling or selling? At the end of the day, you know. You have to also know your investment objective and when to take profit. Also seeing that asset curve is not left behind. 14 naira 20 kobo right away now, trading about 48.3 million shares, and followed by Fidelity also 36.136 million, trading around 6 naira 17 kobo and 6 naira 12 kobo as we speak now. You can see that the financial sector dominated this chart this hour. It shows you that the finance, the power of service sector, and at the same time the role of banking in economic development or economic growth. We believe that you can see that last week we saw the president signing the student the student loan or loan bill. That means students have access to this fund, and this also have the way also either we're going to have a ban for it, we're going to be under the Ministry of Education. I believe that these are the way that when we have liquidity in the system, it has a way of. We also believe that policies that will come from this government will also have a way of supporting the market. You can see the removal of subsidy, sectors that benefit from it already. I believe that all eyes should be how will I reposition my portfolio? Where should I be at this point? How should I be buying my position? Not just to make money in the market. You must invest right and also make sure that your portfolio is protected so that anywhere the market will you are in right sector that will no kind of support your portfolio to be in green and for you to also make money. And that is why the masterclass that is coming on the 1st of July is for those that are designing investors and traders that want to take advantage of what information and at the same time taking action. Because in that class we have professionals and experts in the market that have experience that have also made money in this market. They are still making money today. That to guide you what to do and how to keep your story. That's why we are combining the tele analysis. We are saying the fundamental, the technical, and also what the sentiment report. All this will we also we discuss in this one in different dimensions from different world speakers. Like that, we look forward to see you. Like I've said last time, for those that are members of the premium class, the jumbo class, you have about 25% discount because you're a member. For those that don't member, you have 10% discount, and that will close on the 20th of June. I'm telling you, the rate people are paying for it is shows that they want to take advantage of information because they have seen how the those that are participating in the first few master class and second class for 2023, where many people are sitting on the fence because of an election year. We don't know what will happen, but some that took risk came and invest with knowledge. They are not investing just to get. They know why they invested, how they invested, so and they both made money. And for that, now that we're seeing a clear direction with a policy that's coming from the government that we're having positive sentiments for, at the same time with their economic policy, we're seeing a better outlook until they start also seeing more of the policy guideline and implementation. And also when our appointment is made, we know where the economy is going. For me, there's no cause for alarm. This is time for you to start positioning because if you get it right, I say it again, that get it right and the foreign investors start seeing where we are going, they will come back to invest in the market. And it's good that we are in the market before they come. And also when they come back to the market, automatically we're going to change our trading strategy entirely because we have seen in the last 4 years how the local investors have supplied the market. We have seen kind of consistency and stability. But once you see foreign investors coming back again, they're going to distort that consistency and that stability. That means you also will change your strategy. These are part of what we're going to share ahead because you need to prepare. You don't need to wait for them to come. No, once you start seeing them, you also change your strategy. That you will now play more of your plan. That means you are not guessing. You change your plan because before we are entering the stock, you have already what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve and your target. That will also help you to make more informed decision when they come to the market. Yes, we come back to the chart. The chart is very, very easy for us today. I told you anytime you are entering a market, either a live market, what you want to see where is the chart direction is very, very key. Before you want to check for long term, time frame, short term frame, you need to see what's the position of the chart as you speak. On a daily chart, if you're a day trader, on a weekly chart, you want to see if you are a long term. But for those like you that like me that trade daily, that trade weekly, you want to see your daily chart, your 1 hour chart, your 15-minute chart, even from 5-minute chart to ascertain what is happening in the market to guide you. For those that want to do 1 month position, 3 months, you can look at your monthly chart and look at your weekly chart to also see where you are going. All this will guide you to know exactly what is happening in the market. As you speak now, looking at the market, I see the market is making what a higher high already. This is not a lower high again. You can see higher high we're seeing in the market. Markets are broken the last resistance level, which is here, which is also here. Now I see the market is making a higher, and this was 16 years high. The market is doing right away. It tells that something is happening in the market. But for you not to be caught in the web, you must play with your word, you must trade the market with your plan so that you know exactly when to exit position and when to accumulate position. And that is why in any trade you are doing, you must apply this 4 phase of the market to see if the market at the accumulation state, at the markup stage, or at the different phase, or at the markdown phase, or which is the decline phase. Also, you must also know where our economy going. When you look at now, we expect to see a reform in the monetary policy. How is it going to come? All eyes and see that they are going to become with a single exchange rate, which we know that is the plan of the president. How is it going to bring down inflation? Are you going to drive the economy, or you want to increase interest rate to attract foreign investor on the expense of the economy? Like I said earlier, it depends what they want to achieve. But I tell you, the president has shown a clear direction where it's going to address the issue of the economy that will create employment for Nigerians. At the same time, it will reduce insecurity because if people are engaged, I see that. And also companies that are also well positioned in this different sector where they are, when we see activities, we see what's the exchange rate, and this is available because what is that not having one single exchange rate, we need to have that our reserve is good, that we encourage export of our local manufacturer, and also we depend less of imported goods, and also encourage for us to source our material within the economy. These are policies that will come, and if the government implement it, and also will have light. And I believe that the president have said that we must have that light, because signing the bill that yes, anybody can generate light, even individual, you and I can generate light. It tells you that once you're able to generate light, it will also reduce your cost of production, cost of this also getting light from the from the NEPA onward will also be cheaper for people than running your diesel with this kind of high cost of petrol and others. No, now I believe that if we get it right, I know that this time we might see a bit difficulty, but if things work as they work, the government is rolling out plans. We'll see where they are going. For me, there's no cause for alarm, but we must take advantage of what the market to know when to take profit and when to also to accumulate. But as we speak now, market is on what, on accumulation, on in markup already, sorry. And this markup, the next thing that you see on markup is what is distribution. That's why people have to trade with caution. We see market accumulation when you try to sign trend here. After that, I can see this is like a what we call a distribution phase. What you see start coming down. It came up here, accumulation, markup. Also, we are seeing another kind of a distribution phase at this point. Before we now see this markup again, we need to also be very careful at this point. This is what I want to tell us at this hour. But let's call our indicators back, up to see, let's call it up to see where we're starting from. Now we want to look at our MACD, look at our money flow. All this is what we're going to work with this morning to see how we're going to use all this to make information right away that the market is on fire and what are we doing with all this. If you look at, it's good to always look at the market as we speak. The volume in the market to start with is coming up almost according to average traded volume for a day. But once it crosses the black line, that means it's above average traded, but it's a good volume we're seeing at this hour. But you can see a strong momentum here, positive sentiment for the market. All the sectors were seeing in buy position this morning. But on that thing, you are also seeing a slowdown. People are taking profit. You have to be very careful. But one thing again that tells you that if you look at the money flow at this hour is not looking up as such. Even with this strong candlestick we are seeing here, we are seeing that money flow is almost flat, is below 80, reading 79.62 at this point. And MACD that also was also the kind of having a divergence before when it was attending here. You can see that the last candle, the mark here, if you look at this histogram here, we are seeing a kind of the one that is longer than the last one, which was also signed, and which this blue line here I also have given a sign trying to look up, not looking to close up with this. This for what, for a daily chart. You can see that on this daily chart, market are broken out a strong resistance level of 56,000. They are broken out up to almost 57,100 as we speak now. But you need to look at what is the market looking like on a weekly chart. I know why I said so, because it's very good for us to know today is the fourth trading day of second day of the week, but fourth day for the week. You can see that also market has also successfully broken out the resistance level here. You can see here and here on a good volume again. And MACD have confirmed a bullish trend, but you need to trade with caution. Yes, look at it on a weekly chart, but we're talking about daily will give you or 1 hour chart will give, who are coming back to give you what is the impulse in the market. But this is a weekly chart. Weekly chart that yes, market has become bullish on the MACD. If you look at it here, guys. But then you look at a monthly chart also. What the monthly chart will also show us. We're coming back to that 1 hour chart for today's chart so that we can conclude. We're waiting for the chart to give us the monthly chart. It's not going. Let's see what is why it's not going. Chart is hanging. Okay, so we can go back to 1 hour chart. Okay, it's the 1 hour chart now. But if 1 hour chart, let's quickly check that monthly chart. Let's see what we can get from it. Okay, the chart is getting trying to load the one month chart. Okay, let's continue with our daily chart so that let's go back to our daily chart to see what the market is doing. This is a daily chart we have discussed. Quickly look at the 1 hour chart from here and the 15-minute chart to tell us. On a 1 hour chart, you can see that it's far above the trend line, but there's a sign here that in the last 1 hour, no market has not moved. Just as it moved, you can see the trend now. After it has broken above the trend line, which is good, it's looking up. MACD is bullish for 1 hour chart. Fine, we agree that. Then quickly we'll check the 15-minute chart before we go to other stuff in the market to see. On the 15-minute, you can see that market has started trading above the T line. You can see it here, and that divergence is still there. You know, if you look at the here, you can see that MACD is also looking down here. You know, on the 15-minute chart, and money flow is also flat, not looking up direct. You can see it's flat at 91. We need also to be very careful at this point until we see more fundamental. As we speak now, market is purely on what on technicals and fundamental. At some on 15th night at Thursday, we'll be looking at to see the inflation figure for the month of May for the consumer price index, and also start seeing appointment and also more policy guideline and also implementation coming from the presidency or from the government. That will also go a long way to give more direction and more confidence in the market. But in all this, don't be carried away with the market. Know exactly when to take profit and when not to work, to know exactly what to do so that you'll be on the better side of the market than just staying the side that at the end of the day you'll be regretting. Yes, pick one because of our time. Let's look at the two stocks that are on this gainer chart and on the loser chart. Let's quickly look at what is happening in ETI. ETI has just come up. Let's see the trend that ETI is giving us right away. To see what is happening in ETI right now is very important. After ETI, we'll check what is happening in Access Corp. You can see that ETI on the 15-minute chart, you can see that there's profit taking standard. You can see there's a start down on that chart. So you have to be very careful. That's why all these stocks are rallying now. They are bound to do a profit taking. Money flow is telling us on the 15-minute chart, you can see even the MACD. You have to be very careful. Let's quickly look at also a 1 hour chart for ETI and see on the 1 hour chart. You can see that even when it has touched, it has also see you can see it tested that 14 naira about 1380 today. You can see that market has pulled back gradually on 1 hour chart to around 1345. You can see profit taking and volume here is not too not large but still above the average traded volume. You can see MACD is still positive on the stock. Let's quickly look at a day chart for what for ETI. On the chart, you can see that even when it went, it rallied to almost that, 385, it has also pulled back. You can see the week up here. There's that there's weakness. People are starting selling down profit takers, and money flow is flat at what at 86 as we speak. And MACD is still on a bearish but quick one. You can see that on the chart, you can see that MACD is almost also crossing the signal line. When it is confirmed, as we speak now, it's still bearish, but once it confirms the signal line, that is sign of bottom. When you see the divergence between the two, but now we can see that there's divergence because we can see that even when it's coming down, MACD is almost set to go to cross the trend line. We need to also keep our eyes on that stock. A quick one, look at what is happening in Access Corp. Look at what is happening in Access Corp. Access Corp on a data, you can see this stock have tested almost 1430 today. We can see that it has slowed down to almost later to 1380, but now it's trading around 1420 flat as we speak. But the good that for this one, stock money flow is still looking up, and MACD has some stronger, it's bullish, but you can see that it's becoming stronger now. Moving in the same direction with the price action. I tell you, the price action is very, very key at this point. This is tell you that they are bullish for this stock, Access Bank, for this hour. Let's wait to see. But money flow is entering almost leading as we speak now. 93 is a good one, getting to touch the one that gotten her here. And at this point, you can see how far that it will go. But it's a good sign that my Access Bank is still very bullish on the daily chart. Look at what is happening in 1 hour chart for Access Bank. On 1 hour chart, you can see there's a sign already that the last 1 hour people are trying to take profit. You can see that's why it dropped from almost 1430 to this start 1420. You can see, but money flow is still strong on this 1 hour chart, and MACD is also bullish. Quick one, the last one I want to read the 15-minute chart, so that I tell you it's very, very important to see where the stock will be. On the 15-minute chart, already the sign of profit taking also in Access. You can see it here, but you need to know your goal. And I can see that also there's a divergence here. It's still looking down MACD, why it's a bit flat, and also it has formed also a double top here. You can see it here on the 15-minute chart, but let's still keep our finger crossed in Access. Access volume is very small compared to the previous day's volume. The volume is too small and money flow is also slightly down. For me, let's keep our finger crossed. For those stocks we are mentioning, if I profit, we are going to take profit. Finally, this is the last, because our time is fast spent. Then look at what is happening in what in Mansard. Mansard Insurance. Look at what is happening there right away. Mansard in the last 15 minutes, you can see that the stock, for me, you can see the situation here is still very, very strong. Despite that, you can see the candlestick here, start trending here. But money flow is looking down to around 42. And you can see that also MACD is still bullish, but almost giving a sign. We'll look at the 1 hour chart for Mansard. Because Mansard on the 1 hour chart, if you look at after the recent hour, stock is on the what almost the buyer and sellers are deciding who will take charge of this stock today. But at speak now, it is around the 4:30. You can see touch almost 4:30. People probably get to almost 4:15 now, 4:03 now. You can see that the stock is still oscillating. But if you look at the money flow on a 1 hour chart, it's flat here. To read almost 90. 90.91. But MACD is still very, very strong on the 1 hour chart. For me, there's no cause for alarm. For me, for this stock, since the dividend qualification is still for the 22nd of June, still ahead, some weeks now, weeks from today, you get to that date, and the MACD is also bullish. I can see that we have almost what we call the three soldiers in terms of chart. You can see this the last three candlestick. They are green and sharp. You can see them here. It's a good one. On a 1 hour on a day chart. Only that money flow is looking down, but MACD is bullish. These are the things. They say this technical, but the technicals are strong for the stock. On this note, I will say thank you. Our time is fast, man. See you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye. Don't be greedy in this market. Take your profit if you are in profit as you speak.